Finnish, Icelandic, Swedish. Hope that's good for anyone who's got cultural background there. So we're a band called Elephant. This is our acoustic setup, and I am first going to sing you a Swedish medley of a vocal tradition called kulning, a Swedish song from Ankomaland called Lillsviten, that was originally sung by Karen Stigström, a very well-known Swedish folk singer who was alive between 1899 and 1981, and was more currently recorded by the great Ulrika Boden for her first album. Någon drog sig ner på dynen, satte sig ner vid fönstret, tänkte nere på lerborna, han tänkte på mönstret. Du ola lilla, du ola lilla, jag är den och du är män, så länge kärleken varar. Du ola lilla, du ola lilla, jag är den och du är män, så länge kärleken varar. Tay-dum da-do-da, day-dum-da-do, tay-dum-da-do-da-dum-da-diddly-do, tay-dum-da-do-da, day-dum-da-do, tay-dum-da-do-da, day-do, tay-dum-da-do-da, day-dum-da-do, tay-dum-da-do-da-dum-da-diddly-do, tay-dum-da-do-da, day-dum-da-do, tay-dum-da-do-da, day-do. Yahoo! Yahoo! Song, imaginatively named by his parents, and he wrote it in English, and it's about a song about his sister who died quite young of cancer and trying to communicate with her wherever she's gone after she's passed. And the next song is an Icelandic language song. It's a very old traditional lullaby called Moða Minni Kví Kví, and it's about the ghost of a dead baby, so this medley is a cheerful one. I think of you. And you play it right, and the things that you do. I heard you had left, I couldn't be true. When I think of angels, I think of you. When I think of angels, I think of you. Just wondering if there's anybody with Icelandic or Swedish heritage or nationality in the room that might like to wave our flags, because I cruelly forgot to give anyone the opportunity before. Is there anyone who identifies with Iceland or Sweden who might like to have we've got a room full of Scandophiles and Gallicphiles. There must be someone who would like to wave this.
Does anyone want to be an honorary Icelandic person?
Tonight's the night. Pick a nationality. And we've got a Swedish one over here, and I see a gentleman down there who likes playing Swedish tunes. So I believe.
Just pretend this is the
Take the Swedish.
Come on. There we go. It's cheaper than going to Iceland, so.
Tack feeling.
And get back.
Tack så mycket. The next song that we are doing is one of our own. So in our band, we play a mixture of original songs that I write, usually about kind of topics of social conscious, of course, very PC, and we do our Nordic folk stuff as well. So we're trying to kind of mix and match, so it's quite a diverse range that we play. And this is a song called Not the Cereal Packet Family. Interesting title. I basically wrote the melody when I was a teenager, but then revived it during the pandemic and interviewed all my relatives and friends who were staying alone and living alone in the pandemic, like a great aunt of mine, and interviewed them and created the song about social isolation during the pandemic. And try to find all on my own. I have created a personal home. The strength is in my capability. beauty in my heart. I need to see the woods. Whoa, up in the morning, send that straight to you. It made me leave the house. It left my mind back home. Not the syrup, but the leaf. First the bubbles are going through me. I'm a good, but I'm not the taste. I used to love, should I say? As one act is limited, should we live by villagers? It was this just like the night does. I were up and left. Right, just take a petty pause whilst I have some tea. The next song we're going to sing is in Finnish. Yay! I was lucky enough when I was a late teenager and an early 20-something back in the 90s, my god, to have the opportunity to go and study in Finland in a village called Rääkkylä in the region of Finnish Karelia in the east, quite close to the Russian border, in fact very close. It would be quite challenging experience for some of the residents these days. And I was very lucky to study with a band called Behtina, who's a very popular Finnish world music folk fusion band. And if you've never heard of them, they are well worth checking out. They're 3 female singers who dance around in sync on stage, and they set the roof on fire of their gigs. And so the Finnish repertoire I have today is what I learnt during that opportunity. So this is one of those songs, and I'll drink that tea. This is a song called Emoton. Junot juvoin epponainen, juvoin puolet pöripäin, parkuleen, vähtäseväleen, juvoin tie, paloinen lähelle liikkuvaleen. Tuota tielmiä äänitsikään, mikä täällä tänään. Juvonen, juvustakseen, niin paljon tiedänkään, tänut hänet teen. Älä nousa siihen ölemoseni, älä nousa siitä haavanaan. Ai siihen moni tai äänestyttänä, ei osu vuotekas pähtänä. Minä kasvoin softa ilman, kasvoin varsikantanata, kurveessa niiden kotiin valihän. Mä johdän sillä on virnainen, taitan taivaas kirjailtu. Oikein tehty otetaan, miten elämäni fantastic cheese and
Tune into Russia.
yeah. We've actually got we have a song about the Ukraine later, but we do have this, so someone is going to have to get themselves into a Ukraine kind of mood, because I'm going to need a volunteer. If nobody's from the Ukraine, then first preference to the most enthusiastic. Right, we're going back to Iceland. Yeah, we've done 2 Icelandic. The next song, this is a bit of our cultural kudos here, being super trendy. We've done a fusion act, so we've basically taken a beautiful Icelandic poem, the name of which is Vísur Vatnsendarósu, and we've taken the melody of very, it's popular. Our guests in the second half may have the answer, but it's a beautiful Gaelic Scottish melody called Afurags Afurun, and I'm very sorry, I'm not a Gaelic singer, I've not said that very well, I'm sorry. But we've basically taken Icelandic lyrics and reset them to this beautiful melody that Julie Fowlis has performed on one of her super duper albums. So we're basically mixing our cultures here. somewhere who's leaving to another town called Eyjafjörður in the eastern fjords of Iceland. Historian probably to kind of give me their 2 cents. Right, going back to Finland. I'm working here with a brain impairment, so I'm recovering from a stroke that I had 2 years ago. So, yeah. This song is a Finnish song from eastern Finland, from North Korea. I live with a range of different disabilities, and I do a lot of public promotion of musicians with different impairments. So I live with a short-term memory impairment, I live with chronic fatigue, I've had 2 hip replacements, a spinal injury, and I'm dyslexic and dyspraxic. So there's a lot that goes on in trying to get on stage, and it's very easy to forget words, but when they're in your long-term memory, they're there forever. So the sort of neurodivergent mindset is a minefield, but it's also quite useful because eventually it gets photographic when you've kind of learnt it enough. So I just want to recommend that everybody kind of recognises sort of diversity in the musical community, and especially in folk music, because there's kind of not enough visibility of people with different impairments and different life narratives. So I'm just sharing mine. Thank you. The next song is about the Ukraine. It's a song I wrote in the last 6 months, and it's a biographical story of a young woman I know, in fact one of my carers, who bravely contested the Putin government and protested against them, and for that reason had to flee Russia and come to Scotland. And I was lucky enough to meet her, and she's settled very safely and happily here now. So her actions, being so brave, deserved a song. She's a young woman. So this song is about her and her journey and the war in the Ukraine, and it's called Dinky Girl. And in honour of that person who can't be here today, we definitely need someone to wave the Ukraine flag. So, who's an extrovert? Yay! We have lying in bed to write lots of really fun songs and less fun topics. So, I need a reminder. Right, we're going far north in Scandinavia now to Sapmi, the region known in colonial times as Lapland. And this is probably the hardest song to sing, but it's the most fun because it involves throat singing. My voice is sounding particularly deep today, so this is a song from a tradition called joik, or joikku in Finnish. Joiking is the English, is it a verb? I'm dyslexic, I've already said that. And I want to pay my respects to Sami, ancestors past, and Sami, present and future, as the cultural custodians of performing a yoik song. I was very lucky that when I studied in Finland, I was taught how to yoik by Sami singers, and once upon a time, back in the early 2000s, I was a broadcast reporter for BBC Radio 3 and BBC World Service Music, and had the opportunity to travel to Sapmi for a few weeks and just roam free and meet reindeer and learn how to call them and record documentaries on Sami singing, and it was one of the best experiences of my life. So I'm a huge fan of the yoik. Yoik is basically a vocal piece that contains vocables. There are sounds from different Sami languages, but they're not actually words. So the Scottish Gaelic equivalent would be like when singers sing yoho, hero, those kind of sounds that are reminiscent of Gaelic but not actually words in the language. Yoiks are given to a child at birth. They accompany a person throughout their life and are extemporised and change as the person matures. Their character develops in a different way. They go through their rites of passage. So there's wedding yoiks, there's death yoiks, there's ritual yoiks for Sami rituals, there's event yoiks for particular things that happen. There's nature yoiks when someone feels they need to express their deference to nature. And I've done a course on how to present Sami as a yoiks as a non-Sami. And the message I received was that non-Sami can have a deep understanding of a yoik and its purpose. It expresses an ancient force which is available for all humans of all backgrounds to connect with, and that's nature, honouring the place where we live, the events, the people, and the mediations around us. So Sami believe yoik helps to connect people with their surroundings and with their own natures as well as their physical nature. So performing yoik is a way of connecting with others, and it's something that Sami encourage non-Sami to do if they do it with due respect for the background tradition. So I feel honoured to have the opportunity to perform this. So this is a yoik in Northern Sami. It's called Daniel's yoik, and it was actually performed on Sweden's Got Talent by a Sami man who was hoping to bring a funky version of the yoik to a more popularist audience. Good on him, that's what I say. and I just want to tell you a couple of facts about it. The red circle is the sun, the blue is the moon, and yellow and green are nature and animal Sami traditional colours. So is there anybody of Sami origin here in Scotland? Have your DNA tested, you never know. You may have got over with the Vikings. So I have no one to... Well, I'll hold it then. Right, the last song we're doing, bang on time, ready for your beers, is and your tea, obviously. I don't drink, I drink tea. Is an original song called Face Up. And my stroke came with some pain. So yeah, this is a song about someone who's caused you pain, begging them to face up to what they've done. Till the man's gone, don't fade away. My tears still ride your saving face. Be truthful that you let me down. I was dead and you went ground. My process that you be wrong. I'm a boogie living, but I never had hopes. Standing band here. So, final year music student taking a break from her finals, Amy. Let's go on to Amy. Becca Gold, the doyenne of the Scottish folk art scene. Unstoppable. And the piano man himself, the director of music and organist at Stockbridge Parish Church, and a part-time resident of Finland. Well, he studied there anyway. Mr. Ben Shanks. We're Jellyfin, and we hope you come and see us again. I am Erin Mongol Baldwinsdottir. My Mongol name means peat bog dweller in Scots Gaelic. Moin Gael is the English corruption of Baldwinsdottir. Leaves no explanation. Brave one in Old Norse. Thank you very much.
Diversity of Erin's experience and everything else combined. I just thought that's great. Erin will be teaching a workshop tomorrow on Icelandic and Finnish music if you're interested, and I should remember the time. I forgot to pick up the leaflet.
Oh,
I wrote it out. It's 11 o'clock is Brian. And so I think it's the next one after that. That's about 12.
I asked for a lion. Unexpected needs a lion.
Actually, just come to all of them. They're all in order.
Sure.
It'll be about 12:30, 1 o'clock.
Lunchtime.
It's on the leaflet. 12:30, is it? Yes. Yeah, it's a little 2 hours. 12:30. So I'm very interested. But last one?
Plenty more up my sleeve. So this is one of our original songs. Again, written before I had the stroke, so I don't know if it's any different to the stuff that's come afterwards. But this song is about neurodiverse people trying to find a common language when it's two different kinds of neurodivergent. Take a journey to you, which is leading to the blue. again, I was lucky enough to live in Iceland in 2000, 2001, and write a master's dissertation on Icelandic singing, and be part of the first ever Icelandic Irish Folk Festival at the Icelandic Opera House. It was so much fun, because I think the DNA scientists at Oxford University and Decode genetic creepyfoam in Iceland had just realised that 70% of the female DNA of the Icelandic population comes from Britain and Ireland, and they were very defeated, and there were some kind of Nordic purists and nationalists that weren't too happy about it. So we thought we'd try and make a few quid, and we flew in loads of folk from Ireland, and I was wheeled out as the what's the word, the Celtic girly singer against my horror. And I put a load of Icelandic newspaper clippings and photographs in that wonderful event, because now Icelandic folk music has a much stronger presence in Iceland than it did like 25 years ago. And I put my dissertation up there. Please don't read it, 'cause it's not very good. Thanks very much.